101 ESPN.
Matt Holliday, kind enough to sit down with us, and he's not even feeling 100%, so it's really nice of him to sit down with us.
I thought he was back, and I thought he was 100%, so that's when I went to ask him. So I apologize. I didn't know he still was working his way back there. So thank you for taking a minute,
Matt. We got him in the shade.
Yeah.
The real question is, the big question of the day is Oklahoma State going to make the NCAA tournament?
I think so. I think tonight they play at Texas.
Now, how close did you come to playing basketball? Didn't you? Didn't they want you to? Did they want you to play? They wanted you to play football.
Yeah.
Did you play basketball in high school?
I played basketball in high school. Yeah.
Were you good?
I was all right.
Did anybody show interest in you?
I didn't play my senior year because I was getting ready for the draft, and they kind of overlap, baseball and basketball, and so I didn't play my senior year, but I had some interest as a junior.
Why did you ultimately go with baseball over football? Because, again, heard great things about you as a football prospect.
I think the fact that I grew up around it, I had gained an appreciation and a love for it maybe that I didn't have for football. I just kind of always in my heart I thought if I had an opportunity out of high school and the money was where my dad thought it'd be okay, I'd go ahead and give it a shot.
Matt Holliday joining us here on the Bernie Show on 101 ESPN. Well, it's your first spring training here with St. Louis. I know guess it didn't get off to a flying start with you getting sick here, but what's your impressions of Jupiter, Florida and spring training with the Cardinals organization?
It's nice. I've never been I've never been to Jupiter, but it seems like a great place. The fields are nice. It's a good setup to get your work done and get ready for a season. So I think that's all you can ask for. The weather's been, rain kind of held off. It looked like it might rain, and so it's been so far so good.
I got here Sunday, and you were unloading some flat screen TVs. Man. Did you decide to do a little home improvement? Is that it was nice of you.
The one TV they had was I think 10 inches, and there's some good sporting events coming up, that I'm interested in. So I figured, if I was going to watch, between the NCAA tournament and other spring training games on TV, give us a reason to sit and eat your lunch and have something to watch. So I figured, get a couple TVs.
It's very cool of you, and every guy in St. Louis listening to this loves you even more now because of that. That's what guys do. TV's not good enough. Got to do better. Let's upgrade. I'm going to go to the store right now. You all wait here. We're going to be hooked up in a little while.
I've heard of people going down on rehab stints and buying dinner for the minor leaguers. I've heard of somebody buying stuff with the major leaguers too.
Hey, I told some of these guys have been here a long time. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Yeah, you raise a good point. I mean, we actually. It's good to give you compliments for buying them because you deserve it. What were these guys waiting for? You're not the only one that signed a good contract. There's some money in that club.
I was going to say, apparently they don't like sports or they don't like watching TV much. I don't know. I guess I'm the only one, but it seems like a lot of guys are watching it.
Matt Holliday with us here for a couple more minutes on 101 ESPN. Then we'll let him get out of here and drink some juice and take a nap. The perception from afar in Colorado, you guys had a great thing going, a great clubhouse. It looked like you had a lot of fun playing ball together. Just wondering about this clubhouse and the personality. Every clubhouse may be a little bit different vibe. How do you like the guys here in this clubhouse? Tell us about the vibe in this one, maybe compared to where you've been in the past.
Well, I think every year is going to be a little bit different because there's guys coming in. There's a little bit of a dynamic. But I know coming over last year, the first thing I noticed was really how much the guys cared for each other, how much they rooted for each other. Pitchers, position players, the pitchers, the starting pitchers especially, they're in the dugout rooting on guys, and you just don't find that, everywhere. And I feel like the guys genuinely were rooting for each other and cared about each other, and I think that's huge in a dynamic of a team. And when everybody gets along and enjoys being around each other, you tend to play for each other and not so much for yourself. So I think it's a very important part, and last year was great, and I think this year, most of the same guys, but there's a little bit of a difference. It'll be our job to make sure that everybody is getting along and make sure everybody cares about each other, so that you can go out and play as a group and play for the better of the team. What
guys say about you is you've got a maybe an underrated sense of humor. I mean, you're not a loud, boisterous guy. You kind of do it on the sly, but you'll cause some trouble. When I say trouble, I mean that in a good way. It's just clubhouse hijinks. Are we talking practical jokes? Are we talking about well-timed zingers?
I don't know. I like to goof around, but again, I'm not real loud. But I do like to have fun, and we're here together so much, and when you get to know each other a lot, you find out quirks about people, and you try to capitalize on that stuff,
Now, Albert scares us. He's so intense all the time, and you're like, geez, I don't know. What kind of mood's he in today? When the doors are closed and none of us are around, is Albert a guy that you can have fun with? He is pretty serious, but can you have fun with him?
Yeah, I think he definitely will show his lighter side and get in there. I think last year we had the football out close to the end of the season, and he was in there and trying to throw it. And, I don't think they throw footballs in Latin America very often. So between he and Yachty, I think Yachty ended up breaking one of the TVs with a football, and he had to go out and buy another one. And so it was we had to put the football away. But so we had some fun with that. But yeah, he's I think, when it's maybe when he's dialed into work and ready to get after it, he's as tense as they come. But when it's maybe 4 or 5 hours before the game, or when it's a good time for him, it's a lot of fun.
One thing cool about this clubhouse is we've seen Pujols with his kid here, and Colby Rasmus had his little baby daughter, and it looks like this is a organization that welcomes and loves having the players' kids around. That's got to mean a lot to you as well?
Yeah, it's absolutely. I think mine will be here Sunday, so you'll see a lot of them. But I think that's important. They very much let the kids come in, and AJ's been out here, pretty much practicing with us, and so it's cool. They they let us kind of bring our kids around, and I think that's important. I think it's important for us to get to know each other's kids, and it is kind of a big family, and you want to know their kids and their wives, and it makes for a kind of a better camaraderie.
Cardinals left fielder Matt Holliday joining us here on the Bernie Show on 101 ESPN. Matt, what was your take on how McGuire handled what people thought might have been a distraction, and now all of a sudden it's not even a story anymore? And I mean, he really handled it pretty well, don't you think?
I don't, and there's no doubt. I mean, you be truthful and honest, and once the facts are out there, there's no really story. I figured they would have to die down. I mean, how many times can you ask the same questions over and over? How many times can he answer the same thing? So I wasn't really worried about it. I knew it would die down eventually because, like I said, you can only ask the same questions so many times. So I think he handled it great, and it's been nice. I mean, it's fun to watch him just be able to do his work, and all the sideshow stuff has seemed to come to an end.
What's he like as a hitting coach?
It's really cool, man. I mean, he's a cool guy. He's easy to talk to.
He genuinely seems like a harder worker than pretty much anybody else. Like, he'll be out here at 10 o'clock at night if he wants.
Yeah, I think that's one thing about him. If you want to work, or if you need help, or you want to talk to him, he's available. And he was that way, and I got a chance to work out with him a little bit a couple off seasons ago. He's volunteering to help college kids and minor league guys he didn't know. I mean, I think he really enjoys talking, hitting, helping guys, and I think right now he's doing a lot of evaluation, not so much hands-on stuff right now. He's trying to get to know all the guys before, you start to try to make adjustments. You don't want to walk in on the first day and try to change guys. And so I think right now he's kind of going through a period where he's watching a lot, and then we'll see how it goes from here. But I imagine it'll be good stuff.
Well, we wish you well in 2010. Glad you're a Cardinal, and step into this great tradition, this winning tradition, and.
He missed the speech. He was out sick.
I know, you did miss
I'm
the
sure
speech,
he knows all about it.
It's something else. I mean, that's got to be it's got to be unique if you're a ball player. This is a family, man. It's like baseball royalty. Sometimes we forget about it. We get caught up. I'm not even talking about media and fans. We get caught up in the moment. Just there's 162 games. You kind of live and die with every game. But it's like, gosh, sometimes you think about all the people who have passed through these clubhouse doors and all the pennants they've won and everything else. It's pretty cool thing to be around just as a media person. So
yeah, no, I definitely played a big part, and the reason I really liked it here and want to stay here, and I want a chance to win every year, and I feel like we got that. So it's I'm excited to be here for a long time, and hopefully I feel better tomorrow.
Well, I hope you.
Yeah, I don't think things are normally like this in Jupiter. I don't think you're supposed to be getting sick all the time.
No, I don't know. I think I'm flying on an airplane all day. Must have got me somewhere along the line.
Well, get some sleep. Yeah. Don't work out.
Hopefully, that's the worst thing that happens to you all year.
Do what I do. Don't work out. Just be kind of a slob for the day. It's all right. So don't push yourself too hard. Get some sleep. Thank you very much.
All right, guys.
That's Matt Holliday here on 101 ESPN. Let's take a timeout. When we return, we're going to talk to Mike Mayock, NFL draft expert for the NFL Network. He's got some strong opinions about what the Rams should do. And it starts with a quarterback, except he attached a caveat. Mike Mayock next on 101 ESPN.